Hello, people. It's a new day and abundance is here. So, I'm meeting with a group of scholars in our free support program, which is the Clarity of Vision program, where basically we're just supporting scholars who have things or projects or ideas or whatever it is that they are working on. I haven't had any food today. I have not eaten today. I have not, I've just been, tired and sleeping all day. So I'm just coming here to wait for all those other scholars that are joining me in this program. As much as I no longer want to keep posting on my personal page. I feel like there are a lot of people who follow me there who don't even follow my business page. So if you're seeing this video on my personal profile, just bear with us. You'll see more of such videos. And yes, let's get started with this. I'm waiting for those other scholars to join me because this is supposed to be a 30-minute conversation, and then we move on to doing something else. Yeah, what a day. Okay. Sometimes I wonder how this minute I'm all teary and I'm crying, I'm exhausted, and the next minute I'm here smiling. It's just funny, right? Okay. So for the Clarity of Vision program, we only meet on Sundays. Sundays are saying from 8 to 9 p.m. your time, or which is 2 to 3 p.m. CST, depending on. But whatever the case, would only do this between 8 to 9 p.m. every Sunday. I'm waiting for these people in the program to join me live. We're waiting, people. Where are these our scholars? We're waiting. Okay, let me see. Does this also go to the okay, it goes into the academy, goes into the Facebook. We'll use all the resources anyways. So let's do this. Okay. Okay, so where are these people then? Okay.
think that you're on stream. I have to just test the other one.
I wanted to say you guys are late, oh.
I'm not late, so I'm on Zoom already.
Oh, I thought
So
he
even
gave
this,
you guys.
he sent Zoom link, then now sent stream, restream next week.
Wow.
Hmm,
So how many
I
people
guess,
are on Zoom?
I don't know. It's just saying waiting for the host to start the meeting.
Hmm.
So I think we should just message on the group that we should meet on restream.
Yeah, please tell him
Hang
because
on, let
so
me,
I know. Yeah, please tell him.
let me
Yeah.
just. Message them. I hope they read it. I'm on my way
Okay.
home, but no excuses.
Yeah. So first let me open our document so I see where we are. So on everybody's part, the idea is we're not even supposed to chat. Like when we come, we're supposed to get started by going into your document, tell us, writing down what you have done, the progress you're making, and the aspects in which you would need to like improve on in the new week. So without much ado, can you open your file like while we're live so that
I won't be able to open my file, oh, but let me try. My file is on my laptop. I want to try to log in through. And then I want to ask, when I
okay.
went through the classroom,
Mm-hmm.
I added my name like she's instructed. But for the other
Mm-hmm.
things, is it I'm going to open a new file or I'm just going to continue how will I say it? Responding based on what you've written on that same document.
Yes, so we're using the same document throughout. We're not changing anything. For those who stay for a month, those who stay for 6 months or 3 months, depending on how long, were you going to be using the same document. We're not changing anything.
Okay,
Hmm. Yeah.
no problem. Let me
And
just step into the box. I'll
okay,
try to.
okay. So the reason why we're trying to do this is you can see where you're coming from and where you're going, right? And if you go knowing that
Yeah.
it's not everybody that is accessing the document, just us who are in the program. So every time you go back to the document, you can see your progress. You can see where you have come from, where you are, and where you're going, right? You can see that, oh, in January, oh, sorry, in April, in May,
Okay.
I made progress so first week. In week two, I made progress so and so. In week three, I make progress, this far. But if you're not seeing it, you cannot even account for the progress you're making. Whether it's someone that is even trying to cut down on expenses, if you see what the way you did 7 days, it can push you to doing more in 8, 14, 21, 30 days, and so on and
Now
so
I
forth.
guess as I was listening, what I did, I didn't know that I was supposed to just add. I just saw a place where I will add my own stuff. But me, I
Okay.
only edited it from the main this thing. So I don't know if you can see it. I think that what everybody did too. I think that I'm correct as well.
Let me see what you did. I'm looking at it now. So you guys just simply copied and pasted my formats.
No, no, no. Like what
Not
we did, I was the first person to respond. So
Okay.
under your same goal sheet, we now start
Mm-hmm.
answering our own under your own. The next person will answer and like that. So that's
Yes, which is
I'm not sure if
correct.
this is the
It's
correct.
correct. It's the correct
Okay,
thing to do.
that's we do not
But
delete
now,
your own.
okay, no, no, no. I'm not even talking about deleting. I'm just curious if you simply did not think through your. So the thing is, like if someone gives us a format, sometimes we
Yes,
don't get to think, like we don't
out
get to
of the
bother
box.
ourselves again. We just say, "Ṣáà jẹ́ n kúkú lo eléyìí kí n fi ṣe tèmi jàre." So I also don't want us to do that because sometimes you might be the first person to go into the form and do your task. And I can look at your own and say, this is good. But the thing that everybody did not do, that I want everyone to do right now, is to put a comment under each
Person
person's
to
feedback,
yeah,
so that
I said I have not done that.
so let's
Because
let's do
I
that.
said that I should be receiving notification, but since we did not receive notification on it, but that means we'll be bound to be checking on it every day so that we'll know whether
Exactly,
someone has done it. Yes, I will do that.
exactly.
I'll be more
So
intentional about it going
So
forward.
let's use 3 minutes to write the outcome of what you did last week. Whether you did, well, even if there was no outcome, write something and tell us why there was no outcome. I'm going to do the same thing by going into my own document and simply writing my outcome. I won't say it, I will write it so that so that it's just between you, me, and those of us who are going to go back to
They are
look
there
at the
today.
document. Yeah. So when we're done doing that, the next thing we want to do is um we want to now go under each person's section and highlight what the
Comment.
person said she did or he did and just comment immediately. So do this in the next 3 minutes, which is I go to my
Okay.
section, I write my outcome from last week. You go to your section, you write your outcome from last week. So let's do that.
Will I be able to edit on this?
So
I
now,
can't edit on my phone.
what did you use to join
The
this?
document.
Mhm.
I did
What
it
did
on my laptop.
I mean? What did you use to join this session right now?
Restream.
Using your phone or what?
My phone, yes, my phone.
Okay. So where do you don't have your laptop, right?
No, 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 I don't. I guess
Try
I have to
try
just
to.
quickly download.
So what
I
you
can't.
can do?
I'm just coming back from work. I can't laptop to work.
Okay. Uh,
But let me just download them. I was thinking I don't want to download two doc Google. What does it call it? Google Doc. Google Docs.
mhm.
But I'll just download the one. So that I'll be edit what to sound for
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay.
Five type
That's fine. Um,
stuff. I would have been at home by this time. But map can disappoint.
Um, how is it going? Zoom. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were in the waiting room. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, I
So
can hear you now.
What happened?
oscillating
Okay.
between
I think I lost you
the
before.
Stream browser and
Hello?
I think do I need to
Yeah, I
download the
can.
app
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
for this? I can hear
Hello, can
you.
you hear me?
I
Yes, I
can
can
hear you.
hear you now.
Okay. I can hear both of you as well, but you don't
Hello?
need to download. Yeah. Can you hear me?
All right.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can
So
hear you.
shuffling between the Google Docs and the Restream. I think I lost contact, but I've edited my version of the form.
The
And part of
document,
the form
right?
actually has things I've done this week.
Okay. Okay. Um. So let me ask a question.
Make it a
Moving,
year.
Scholar Miriam, moving forward, would you always be on the road when we're having this meeting?
No. This is an impromptu thing. I'll be home. I
Because
don't
the
like working
noise
on
is
Sunday.
distracting. Yeah, because moving forward, the noise would distract other team members, and we would not want to
Let
have
me
that.
even mute.
Okay, so scholar Kemi writes Uluwashola. I don't know. Have you been able to hold on? So before you came in, just give me 1 second. Someone was asking me
Yeah.
about
You said?
someone was asking me about something. I just want to attend to that scholar quickly. Because the instruction I gave him, I think he didn't get it. So he thought we were meeting on Zoom, but I already changed my mind about using Zoom for a session like this. And the reason is because if we keep using Zoom, we'll not be able to have one. Maybe, I don't know how to put this. Usually people would be interrupting you anyhow on Zoom. And there's a way you can just silence people here easily. Like I can remove someone from a stream quickly. And with this option, we don't need to have, so many people joining the session at once, even though moving forward, it is what we want to do. And this one, I paid a lot of money for it. So my money should not go to waste for like subscribing to Restream. And the good thing is we can stream on multiple platforms. So meaning that, okay, for everybody, I'm not sure if you all are there's this academy that we have. It's a Facebook academy, and it is not possible for us to stream on YouTube from Zoom. You can only stream from Zoom to one place. But with this one, we can stream from, like restream to Zoom, to YouTube and some other places. So when we finish, if there are people who can easily watch the replay on YouTube, they can check it. Some people don't like to go to YouTube as bóyá wọ́n fi ogun sí YouTube, wọ́n ní pé kán má débẹ̀, èmi ò mọ̀. So some people don't like to go to YouTube. Some Facebookers, they will go ahead and check it on our Facebook group, which is a private community. Although the only thing about this is also streamed on other platforms. And the reason why I am doing this is not far-fetched, because I made a post about one thing that I was looking to do I made a post last week about my personal goals. And when I made that post, I said that when we put ourselves on the toes or we put ourselves out there, we're using people as our accountability partners. And the idea is that if you fumble, people are watching you, right? If you are just here trying to, some people will
Yeah.
not be doing exercise. They'll be going to the gym. They'll be posting pictures. And it is easier for people to believe what they see, right? But at the end of the day, those who know you are not doing the hard work, they
See.
can actually call you out. That's the thing about social media. So if we are doing this and it is a free session and it is going to be really, really rigorous, then we need to put ourselves on our toes, right? And say, okay, I am ready to do this. And if I must do this, it's not just for me to show up for meetings. It is important that I go to the documents, do my assignments, comment under each member's work, and more importantly, don't just write. Let's see the result of what you're doing, screenshots. And the good thing is that document is very private. No other person can have access to it, just we that were in this program. I don't know if that makes sense. So, having said that, before you guys came in, I'm sorry for the trouble in you joining Zoom and having to join this platform, but we're staying here, and I don't know, I can't concentrate when I'm trying to do several things at the same time. So how many people have been able to go back to the document to edit your section and add the result you got from the past week? If you have done that, let's see your hand. I've done my own. I just did mine now. Okay, Scholar Miriam. Scholar Shola, have you been able to do that? Or do you even understand what we're doing? Let's start from there.
Yes, I do. I just got to download what's it called Google Documents. I was just able to edit and input
Okay.
my what's it called my goal today this afternoon. Yes, this I've come back to
Okay.
edit or add what I have what I have done or not. But probably before we go to bed tonight, I will do it, or if not today, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. So that's one. I just wanted to quickly ask about the scholar David, right? Did I get the name correctly? Scholar David is always chatting me up. How will I not get your name? Oh yeah, let me hear from you. What's the progress? Tell us the progress you have made, then we go on to something else.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Have you been able to hello?
yes. I
Okay, I
adjusted
can
it
hear
to
you.
include my activities for the week.
Okay. Have you let's
Yeah, I've been
see.
able to do that. My exams is starting on 10th. That's Tuesday,
Okay.
next tomorrow. So I've been
Hmm.
able to do all I have to do, but I've not.
Okay, I'm with you.
Yes, the exams. Okay.
I'm with you.
Um,
I'm listening. I'm
I think
listening.
I just added just two things, two major things there. I I'll be reading my diet 4 hours a day, then practicing the past questions an hour a day. Then
Okay. So now one thing I want us to do is the result. Where is your result? Did you do these things you said you were going to do? Mm-hmm. I'm waiting. No. Hello, are you with me? Are you with me, Scholar David? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Hello, Scholar David, can you hear me now? Hello, are you there? I can't hear anything. Okay, so now for everyone who can hear me, what we're doing is simple. Even though you have not written what you achieved, Scholar Shola, tell us in 30 seconds, what did you do? Did you get any result? Don't tell us what you did. We can see it here actually. Just simply tell us which of them were you able to achieve.
Okay. Yes, I was able to record
I'm following.
two two speech. I was able to record two speech that I now want to
Okay.
transcribe the video to send and do the video, right? So I was able to record two speech, but for
Two
the
speeches,
reading,
right?
I did not achieve the 4 hours reading of last week. I didn't have 4 hours of
Okay.
last week.
Okay.
So did
Sorry, I need to check my food
not
though.
write anything last week.
Okay.
I was
Yeah, go on,
only
go
I
on. I'm going to continue.
was able to record two of my speeches that I wanted,
Okay, okay.
but I was unable to. I didn't tweet, but it wasn't for her. And also, secondly, I anything also. Yes, I write anything.
Okay.
It was just that which I was able
Let me
to
see.
achieve, but the rest I didn't do it.
Okay. Sorry. Trying to move my light here so we can see. I was just thinking about what you said, and I just looked at your section now, and there's something that I think can be improved. Hold on. I'm not sure if my TV is disturbing us because I always like to play something in the background. So what I'm looking at on your file is I see goals, the big goals, but I
Okay.
want you to simplify by saying this is what I want to do in a week. So I'm not saying that they are not achievable, but I'm just saying that can we have like a weekly activity? So, like, oh,
Okay.
how do I put this? So let me use my section for example. When I'm making a comment, I would really love if each and everybody can, like, you have access to the document, you can look through and make comment and like follow what I'm saying by looking at the document, not just because if you look at it, you can even begin to make comments or changes right there on the spot. And that's the idea of us having like
Okay.
a way to be able to work on the document and also be in this meeting. Because if you have, like maybe there's a laptop or there's another device that you're able to use to, join the session and you can work concurrently on the document, more like you are taking
Okay.
notes, or it's just like an electronic, stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so that you don't have to forget, even if you don't have time to watch the
Okay.
video again. So what I want you to do is for that section where you have those big goals. Let me say this for example. Go back there,
Okay.
whether now or later, change something and say, okay, um, you said you are going to write articles. Tell us for the first week of
Yes.
May, write one article. Start by saying, okay,
Okay.
for May 8 to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So from May 8 to I think 13, right? That's the next
Mm-hmm.
weekend. So from 8th of May to
Okay.
May 13, write it there and say week 1 of May. That one is gone already, but you have to edit that
Okay.
and
Yeah.
tell us what you actually did
Okay.
this past week, but that is not, written here. The second thing you want to do is to
Okay.
now go back and to the second thing you want to do is once you are done doing that, you want to make sure, let me go to
Okay.
my room and try to, do Zoom at the same time. The fact that some other people are not here. I always like to carry everybody along, but it's difficult when so as I was saying, so go back to the document and say, okay, week 1 or to 7, week 1, which
Okay.
is write the dates, May 1 to May 7, right? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Or this is,
Okay.
you have done it already, but make sure you report
Okay.
it in the doc. The second week of May, make sure you report
Okay.
by saying,
All right.
I also did this, which is, what's the other one? The article that you are going to write. Start by writing one article. And to write that article, the habit you must cultivate must be in sync with the activity or the goal activity. So, if for instance, the
Okay.
activity is to
Mm.
write an article, the habit that corresponds with
Okay.
that activity is to what? To spend 30 minutes writing, right? Your writing activity for
Okay.
Monday
Okay.
might be that you're trying to come up with an article topic. But you don't have to write
Okay.
everything in details, but just make sure that in your results
Details.
section
Mm-hmm.
by the end of that week, in your results section by the end
Okay.
of the week, tell us that, oh, I spent 30 minutes on Monday doing this. I spent 30 minutes on Tuesday. I was able to
Okay.
write 2 paragraphs. And the title of my article that
Okay.
I came up with a title on Monday. On Tuesday, I was able to come up with a topic, maybe like a topic sentence or like an overarching theme. On Wednesday, I was I mean,
Okay.
the whole idea of the writing is not going to be like a one-day affair. You have to show us the progress, right?
All
And
right.
by the end of that week, can we see a
Okay.
screenshot? By the end of the
Okay.
week, can we see a screenshot that says, wow, you have done this thing.
Okay.
You have actually completed this task.
Okay.
So
Okay.
what did I say? I want you to repeat everything that I said so that I know you understand me. So it's not like I'm just the one talking.
Okay. Thank you so much. You said the clarity, like the big goals that I have, that I make it into sections. Like the past week that I should know what I did, which I have just reported. Then the week 213, I should like, okay, I want to write an article. Like on Monday, I spent 30 minutes maybe coming up with a topic that I want to write. On Tuesday, I spent another 30 minutes to write like two paragraphs. And then at the end of the week, I will do a shot of what I had all through the week. I send it
Great.
to the document just to show that I actually carry the progress I need during the work.
Mhm. Yeah. I like that you got everything that I said. So let me clap for you.
Thank you
You got everything that I said. And
so much.
I mean, I'm
Thank you
excited
so much.
when I'm working with people. Not that we all know everything, but we are just motivated to change our narratives and get things done. I'm sorry, our dear scholar Sam is just joining us. The network thing. I'm so sorry, but please let's try to get adjusted to using Restream. I think I'm comfortable using this platform. Okay, so the next thing I want us to do is let's talk about habits and the fact that it is easy for us to be excited when we're starting something new. But what then helps us to remain consistent is not the excitement, is not the joy, is not the happiness, because you won't be happy every day. You're not you will cry sometimes, you will feel tired,
Mm-hmm.
exhausted, but those emotions are not what we need to carry on. What is the emotion? The emotion that we need is two things. We need faith and we need discipline. So discipline is doing what you said you would do, right? That is your part. The faith part is trusting that everything will work out, even though you cannot see the future from now. Discipline, we have control over. Faith, we really don't have control over what happens, even when we are faithful or we believe, right? We just keep hope alive, trusting God and hoping that things would happen. So, how do we then cultivate the discipline? The discipline means us basically preparing oil for our lamp, which is the idea that we basically focus on doing what we said we would do, even when we don't feel like it, even when we're tired. How do we then ensure that we are not tired? Irrespective of the fact that we'll get tired now, life would happen to us. A child may fall sick, a hospital bill may come up, life issues may come up. Like these things will happen. No. So how do we then stay aloof and retain and maintain discipline? And that was why I sent us that video, the game of life and how to play it.
Mm.
I don't know if everybody
Very
watched it.
helpful.
Yes, but I watch that video
I watched
every
it.
day.
Mm.
I watch it every day of my
Mm.
life. There's no day that goes by without me watching it. As I'm here working, I'm playing a video like on my YouTube, just listening to something that will keep me in a vibration that I want to remain in. Every day I wake up, I'm posting motivational stuff. It's not like I'm just the happiest person on earth, right? But I'm trying to be in a particular mindset. I mean, to feel a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I don't feel happy, I cannot attract more happiness. If I don't feel joyful, I can't possibly attract the things that will keep me in that lifestyle, in that mode, in that vibration. And so that was why I recommended that we watch that video. We're going to go back to that video now. I don't know if anybody has watched it or someone is not watching it. I won't share the screen to help us watch it because the assignment is for everybody to watch it. So I would like for us to just reflect on what you gained when you watch the video. Reflect on that for like a minute or two. After reflecting, we can then, talk about what you learned, and then we say, okay, based on what I watched in this video, this is what I learned. This is alpha, you know, how do I put it? I was able to gain this. I was able to see this. So let's reflect on that video for a minute and then come back here and say, this is what I took away. So I will start counting 60 seconds. No, 60 seconds make 1 minute. So let's do that. Think about what you learned in the video in 1 minute. And then in another minute, I'll just invite everybody to share. And if anybody says anything that catches your interest, don't forget to write it down somewhere in your journal. Remember that there are three things that we are supposed to always have when we meet. One is our journal. Two is a device that allows us to access the Google Doc. And three is your physical presence, alert and ready. Even if you are not wearing clothes, shall be here. Just let us know that we can see your face. But of course, what I'm just saying is just be, present when we meet. Be present. So 1 minute, and then we'll come back together and talk about what we gained in the video. Don't go anywhere. Just keep thinking and remember what you saw. Even if it is 1 minute you watch, oh yeah, you will say something in a minute. So who is going first? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So you can
Yes,
go
I can
first.
hear
You can go first. Can you share with us what you gained?
you. Can't hear her.
Oh, let me check what's going on. Scholar,
Can't hear
Scholar, can
her.
you hear me? No, sorry,
I can
Scholar
hear you.
Olushola. Okay, Scholar
Yes,
Miriam, are
I
you
can
talking?
hear you.
She's muted. She should check her setting. Let's see. No, log out. Can you log out and log back in?
Maybe.
Hi, Abby.
So yeah, we can hear you. So what's
David.
going on with you two,
Sorry,
Scholar David? Is
sorry.
it
Do you hear me?
network?
Are you talking to me?
No, 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 no. I was just saying, what's wrong with your network, Scholar David?
Yeah, it's network for me. It's network because it got to a time it's used your voice started skipping like
Okay. So what you can do is, before we join any meeting, try it. Let's.
it's kind of bad, but
Okay.
I think it's better now.
Okay. So in advance, from Saturday, be monitoring the network and be checking.
It's
Only
bad, but I feel it's better now. Can you hear
and
me?
let's be yeah, I can hear you. But on a lighter note, be casting and binding all the demons that will be holding network from Saturday. Start the video on Saturday so that nothing would interrupt our meeting on
Hello.
Sunday. I can hear you. No.
I can hear
I
you
can't
too.
hear anything, Scholar Miriam. I could hear her
I
clearly
can hear
before.
you.
I can hear you too, Scholar Oluwashola, but I can't hear.
Scholar Mary. Oh, okay.
She's here, but the network is poor. So the thing is, share with us what you took away from that video. Yeah. The only thing is I can't,
Should I?
I've never. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Okay, I think I picked so many things from the video. Despite the fact that I've not even finished watching. The first I picked was power of the spoken word. Can you hear me?
Yes, go on. I can hear you.
Hello?
I
Yeah,
can hear you.
yeah. The power of those. Okay, the
Mhm.
power of the spoken word. How in the words we speak as words, and I also learned. I also picked what's it called? I'm coming. I wrote it down somewhere. Okay, that a man's that not between a man's desire than our fear and doubt. And the most times when those fears and doubts comes, I use it for faith. And I
Mm.
also went to it the power of forgiving people, no matter
Yes.
how much they want.
Mm. Yes.
That I should let go. Like when I let go, when
Yeah. Are
I'm
you
taking
done?
them away out of my reach, like that is where that word came. Like every man is a this confession that every man is a golden link
In
in
the
the
chain of my good.
chain of
Exactly.
my good.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Even if that person is not working for my favor, I should still bless them, and through that
Mm.
person, I will get that opportunity to meet that person that will bless me, and God will take that person that has been wanting in one way. God will. So I picked that the power of the
Exactly.
spoken words, how our words, whatsoever comes out of mind should so be in connection with what we speak, because we would
Mm.
get our blessing, and also to always give thanks that what I have asked for will come.
Mm-hmm.
So when I do that, so those are things from the
That makes sense.
video.
Yeah. I think you picked a lot of things as well. I mean, I did pick so many things myself because I mean, I even though I watch, I can hear you. Even though I watch it all the time, even though I listen to it all the time, every time I listen to it, there's always something new to learn.
Hello.
You know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Scholar Shola, can you hear me now? Yes, I can. So what I'm saying is the thing about Scholar Sarah, I can see you, just hang in there. I would yeah, just you can just be muted, and I would invite you very quickly. And then I'll do like a quick
Yeah,
recap for you. So,
Scholar Day, Scholar
what I was saying,
Samuel.
what I was saying is let me say that again. I watch this video like every day. Even though I watch it every day, there's always something new to learn. And I think that the most difficult thing for anybody to do is to forgive. And we all are here carrying burdens, grudges, trauma, one degree of trauma or the other. And a lot of times
And a lot of times
we're trying to
we're
run
trying to
away.
run away.
Oops, who be that?
Oops, who be that?
So we're
So
what's going on
what's
here?
going on here?
So we're trying
So we're
to
trying to
hello, why am I making noise? I think it came from somebody who was on the meeting, and then so what I'm saying in essence is sometimes there's this tendency to how do I put it? There's this tendency to not want to forgive people, or to like, pay people back, or um to settle scores. Okay, as I'm here now, there are so many people that I want to settle scores with. But as much as it can be really painful when we think about what people have done to us, it is important that we go away with the idea that we can move forward or succeed tremendously or in a very amazing way without letting go. Even though it's possible to succeed even when you have not let go. But if you want to have the kind of success that will make you happy, that will allow you to reap the fruit of your Scholar Miriam, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Great. I can hear
Great. I
you
can.
too. Thank God. So, so the kind of success that would allow us to go forward, and even despite the challenges that may come, we will not be unhappy that it is one professor that does not want me to graduate. It is not is one person that is trying to destroy my destiny. Even though we'll meet all this crazy fork in the road, terrible situations, but we can still win. And I will share this personal story before we go. No, just to make this point, and then every other person can share their thoughts, and then we jump out, and I would give some final thoughts. So the thing that I would say when it comes to forgiving is there are many people that have hurt me in my life, and there are people who are still hurting me, because I remember, for example, that when I got into this university where I am, there were a lot of things that happened. People who don't know where BM is coming from, who started judging and saying terrible things, and it was really painful. But despite everything, guess what? Like Omolon was just making progress, in the sense that I was just how do I put it? It was painful. I would cry sometimes, or a lot of times, but I kept blossoming. Blossoming in the sense that yes, with everything I finished, I graduated. I graduated yesterday, and I'm also yes, I'm applying to get some things done in the fall. I wrote a book even despite all the nonsense, and I'm going to start another program in the fall at a prestigious school, which of course you guys will get to hear about much later. And even before now, I remember when I was in secondary school, when you would have some bad mathematics teacher who would curse you, who would even knock your head if you are not a science student. They'll make you feel like you know nothing. I was the first student in my class, even though I was in SS2, to ever get admitted. When I got admitted to study classics, it was not my dream course. So my dream course was law. I was there. Some professors will think they are trying to hurt you, or make life difficult for you, because I wanted to cross to study law. But some of them would hold you down, say, no, you cannot leave. Oh, this is where you belong. I stayed in classics, finished first degree, went back to do masters. even though it wasn't really the way I wanted my life to be designed. Maybe if all of those things did not happen to me, maybe I wouldn't have become the person that I am today. And maybe I could still have become one. But I'm just saying that a lot of times when we resist situations, they may never go away. And even when they don't go, even when they do go away, what are you going to live with? Are you going to live with, hurts, pain, and trauma, which are inevitable life situations, or are you going to make magic out of, the lemon that life has given to you? Because as a matter of fact, what you resist will continue to attract, because we'll move forward in life and see that those things that we were running away from, they are still continue, they're always showing up. They are always showing up, whether we like it or not. And I want everybody to go home and write. You can write this thing in your journal. You can simply ask a question. What is something that I have always run away from, but I keep surfacing in my life? You can just write that question somewhere in your journal and answer that question. Can you try to join Zoom? Mr. David, the Zoom link is open, so you can try to join on Zoom. You said this Restream platform is not made for Niger people. I'm sorry I'm saying this out loud, but you see, these are the mindset thing we'll start working on. Everything is made for you and I. You are not the only Niger person now. Scholar Shola is Niger, eh? So Scholar David will join on Zoom. He has issues with Restream. But moving forward, we can see what we can do to ensure that we stay on Restream. Don't worry. We'll beat all these challenges, and everything will work out well. So moving on, I want everyone to write this question down. If you're on Zoom and you can hear me, just simply just type in the chat if you got the question that I'm asking. The assignment, not question. So the assignment is write in your journal. Write this question. What is one thing that I've been running away from, but I always continue to experience in my life, whether at work, among family members? What is that thing? Maybe, let me give an example. Maybe you always dislike the idea of, someone so you would help somebody, right? You give somebody something, and then that person that you gave something will betray you. And then you move away from that city, you move to another city, you help another person. And that another person that you were hoping would not betray you would also betray you. Meaning that the same thing that you're always afraid of, I don't like dishonest people. You continue to attract dishonest people. I don't like men who cheat on me. I don't like women who cheat on me. You continue to attract those people. So don't say you don't like. Say, I attract this type of thing. I want what I deserve. I choose what I want. Look at Scholar David. Before now, he made a comment about Zoom, right? Or that this platform is not made for Niger people. In a way, he's saying that I do not like Restream. Or some people also have issues with Zoom, because I've had scholars in the past who will not be able to join Zoom. But the thing is, see, everything starts from our mindset. Yesterday, before I went to bed, I was trying to do an assignment. And what was the assignment? I was trying to rebuild my website. I was exhausted. It was 4 a.m. And I kept saying to myself, I'm tired, though. I don't think I can do this again. Even though I was awake, my eyes were open. I already told my brain that I was tired. Guess what? I was doing everything wrong. I was making mistake. And I had to check in with myself again and say, well, this is not difficult. If I'm awake and sleep is not coming, this thing has to work out. Immediately, the website idea, the website I was hanging, the things that were not moving in place, me trying to put this picture here that wasn't going the way it should go, it started working, right? And why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because, see, everything starts from the mind. There is nobody who has power over what you think, what you say, how you say it, more than you do. If everybody does not believe in you, do you believe yourself? If everyone is saying Nigeria, there's no money, data is not available, or everyone does not have access to internet, can you say what you want and not say what you don't want? Because it doesn't, you're saying what you don't want does not make the situation get any better. And it's not going to cost you anything to actually say what you want, even though you don't feel like it. And this whole process is going to challenge our mindsets, our beliefs about life, about achieving things, setting goals and meeting them. Because every day, your faith, your mindset will be tested. You will be tired though. You would write the goals down. You'll be really excited. Oh, I want to do this. But the discipline is what will test you. And what is at the back of your discipline is the mindset. And if the mindset is poor, your discipline habits will be really, really poor. The better the mindset, the more we work on the mind, the more we are able to get things done. Why do you see that many rich people get rich? It's not because they work so hard, but they have rich mindsets. Many rich people, they are not obese. Have you gone to check? The really rich people who are successful, not just by money. We're not talking about Yahoo spenders or Lao spenders. We're talking about real entrepreneurs who are succeeding and thriving, CEOs, business owners, tech, those. We're not talking about some politicians. Being a politician is not a definition of success, just to say. But I'm just trying to say that real people who are achieving tremendous success in every aspect of their lives are people who have a healthy mindset. You see them exercising, you see them making money or having a happy family. These are things that a lot of people complain about, but they have it. Why? Because they believe they can have anything and everything. Is it that they are still not having challenges, but they have faith that those challenges they would overcome? So I'm sorry, I think I've actually spent more than the time I wanted to spend on that part, but I just wanted to explain that to you. I'm done talking. Let me have one or two more people to share their thoughts. Scholar David, did you get to watch the video? Even if it is for a minute. Did you? Scholar David, did you get to watch it? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Or who else can hear me? Scholar Sarah and
I
Scholar.
can hear you.
Okay, I know you can hear me. Scholar David, if you can't hear me, can you try Zoom? Because there are some other people on Zoom as well. We're wrapping up in 15 minutes, so you can join on Zoom. Are we good? Scholar David, can you try to join on Zoom? It's just for today anyway. All these multiple platform thing. I know we no go fit do this one, no. But for today, let's try to work things out. Okay, Scholar Sam, Scholar Sarah, you guys who are on Zoom, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome, great. What do you think about the video? Did you get to watch it?
I did watch. I didn't watch everything actually. Talking about controlling your mindset.
Okay.
So
Okay.
basically, what I think is like I've learned like I've always seen people. The more you think positive, the more you say positive about the thing, the better it becomes. You become at doing that thing, but the better that thing becomes.
Okay.
Take for instance, when I started Clarity of Vision earlier,
Scholar Davis, say a word. Sorry. Hold on, Scholar Sam. Scholar Davis, say something.
Oh, okay. Yes. To
I
be
can hear
very
you. I can
forthright,
hear you.
I was not able to watch the video. I already clicked on it. I
Okay. No, hold on. I just wanted to make sure I can hear
Okay.
you. So just
So
us.
I
Let's
clicked on it. I was already. I
us.
think
Scholar Davis,
I
us.
saw a lady. Sorry, I saw the image I saw when I clicked on it was that of a lady, and the way it seems to me was like someone was reading out a book.
Yes. Okay. So when you watch it, you can
Okay.
share your thoughts with us next week. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So Scholar Sam, go on.
All right.
And then, yeah, Scholar Sam, go on.
Okay, so basically, what I would just say about the positive mindset thing is, the more you get positive, the more you see yourself achieving things that you don't even think you'd achieve at the onset. So
Okay.
it's just a matter of renewing your mind, think, okay, I can do this,
That
no
makes
matter how
sense.
hard it is.
Okay.
So that way, there's this kind of strength that comes with you thinking you can do even what people think you can do. So that's just what I have to say.
That makes sense. I want to give another example. I started preparing for the LSATs. I know no jack about law school. I don't know anything. But the day I started preparing, I first wrote the exam last year. I failed because I thought that I could do wuru wuru to the answer, and Shebi is just a law school exam. Kò lè le tó yẹn now. So I tried it.
All right. All right.
I failed terribly, but I had to redo the exam. No, no, no. I'm planning to retake the exam and I'm giving myself time. Even though I'm giving myself time, even though I failed before, when I started preparing the first 5 days, it looked like, I hope this will work out. But every day before I study, I always say, I am smart. I can do this. I can achieve this. This will work out well. It might sound like some, more like someone is rapping, right? But see, the things you say, if you practice this, even try it for the next 21 days and see whether what we're saying is a lie or not. What you have not tried, you cannot really say whether it will work or not. But on the day I started to change my mindset about the law school exam, it is getting easier by the day. And I look forward to practicing. And I'm using people on my timeline as my accountability partners. Why? Because I want people to say, I want all eyes to be on me. So that if all eyes are on you, you know that you have no choice but to either win or win. And that is the same mindset that I want us to carry on. So for that video, whether you have watched it today or you watch it tomorrow or next week, we are not watching any video for maybe the next 1 month or throughout this quarter. Even though I watch it every day from the beginning of January, I can't stop watching that video and I will keep watching it every day. In fact, once I get a car, I would have to get the audio version so that I play it anywhere I am. The thing is, they say faith cometh by hearing and hearing the word of God, right? So you will hear something every day. Even though it is the same thing, if you go each day with a new mindset, there will be a new revelation, a new rema that you can pick from it. And the good thing is, the thing is not a churchy content. I'm not here to preach church to anybody, and this is an inclusive thing. Whether you are Christian, Muslim, or whatever, even if you are a traditional religious person or whatever it is that you believe in, this is an inclusive thing. And God's law is not a law of religion. God's law are universal law. Whether you are a pagan and you follow God's rules of making sure that you follow the principle of sowing. The principle of sowing and reaping is not a Christian or a Muslim principle. It's a principle of the universe. It is God's principle. And God is not a Muslim or a Christian or this or that. All these our own religious affiliations. God does not mind us. So God cares about everybody. And so I want each and every one of us to have this mindset that there is nothing that is impossible, but you have your part to play. And the part you need to play is in disciplining yourself to do the little things of writing, editing, sending those emails, reaching out. When you do your parts, the paper will get accepted. Someone will recognize your book. Someone will see your publication. Someone will see your video. You need to do your part, right? And how do you do your part? Being disciplined and doing the little that you need to do on a daily basis. So in conclusion, for the next 3 months, or for as long as you guys are still here, we'll continue to watch that video, and I would encourage you all to watch it daily. If you can download it, I don't even recommend downloading because it's possible to download and not watch. Always click on that link, watch it. We'll talk about it every week because we'll keep getting new insight from it. Because I would expect that if you watch it another week, you would have a different problem that week and you'd connect with it differently in every new week. So, I talk a lot, but it's okay. Let me hear Scholar Miriam. Are you there? Then I think Scholar Sarah. Do you have any inputs for us?
Nothing much. I will talk later. I'm in a compromised position. I'm in the toilet.
Okay, but it's fine. I'm glad that at least you're still listening to us. So, Scholar Sarah, can you just give us a word or two? Did you check it?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening.
I didn't actually.
Please be muted, Scholar David.
But from what each and everybody have been saying, I think I have the same. And this is actually a word you have already explained that as a man thinks so he is. A mindset really matter a lot. We always have to see before we can become. So I'm very familiar with that line of thought.
Thank you. Thank you. So let me make a quick comment on your document because I didn't get to have that part of the conversation with you earlier. So everybody, like I told everybody, you go back to your section of the document. It's a private document and nobody gets access to it except those of us in this cohort. And on a weekly basis, we'll keep making progress on our files. So I'm looking at your section now, and from what I see that you have a set of goals, right? And I want you to concretize your plans again. When I say concretize, like the big goals by the end of so month or so quarter, I want to dash dash dash. By the end of so, I want to dash dash dash. Does that make sense? If you concretize those goals, then the next thing I want you to, okay, I would make a comment on that part quickly saying, can you please concretize? And then the other thing I want you to do is give timeline. So that would be for the big goals. Now, for the weekly activities, we should see that your weekly activities or actions are in line with the big goal or goals. So if the goal is to get a fully funded scholarship, what is the first step that someone who is looking to study abroad needs to take, right? To gather knowledge, right? So want to see those actions that show that week 1, I will check Google. Week 2, I will check YouTube videos or whatever it is that would help you. Even though right now, yes, I have books that I've written, but I am not selling any product at this time. I'm restructuring my business from the very scratch. So even if it will take me 2 years before I start selling, I'm not going to sell until I have everything structured. I want all my books on Amazon. I want everything edited, printed and made available as, strategic places on African campuses and maybe shops and bookshops in Nigeria and other parts of Africa. So I just want to structure things before I start saying people should start buying products. But in the meantime, what you can do is you can use my YouTube channel. You can use other YouTube channels, okay? So in doing that, let us see the actions by you saying step 1, step 2, step 3 for week 1 to 7. Write it in a way that is concrete. Does that make sense? So you can go to my section now in the way I did mine and say, what did I say I was going to do? I said I will write to so person. I will do this. So you can do that as well. Now, under that same activity, there is the results, right? No, there is the habit section. The habit section are the things that you would concentrate on that would help those weekly goals get done. So if the goal for the week is to watch YouTube video and write out the names of 5 schools that have full funded programs within your line of interest, even if you will be repeating the same thing weekly, the way you will learn it this week will be different from the way you execute it next week and the week after and the week after. So go back there and write the habits. The habit will then be, when I wake up, whether you wake up morning, of course, you would now begin to change your lifestyle. You have to go to bed early and wake up early. All of those details, you don't have to write it on the form. But what will show that your habits, you are sticking to it, is your lifestyle. For instance, the day I sleep 10 p.m. Okay, I am not able to wake up 6 a.m. and I miss the chance to go for my exercise at 6 to 6:30. I miss the chance to take my, breakfast between 6:30 to 7, and I miss the chance to take a shower early to prepare for the LSAT, between 7 to 8. What I'm simply saying is, when we fall back or we fall short from our daily lifestyle, they affect the habits for our goals. Someone who doesn't wake up at 8, even though you said that you will study from 8 to 10, sorry, will you be able to meet up with that habit for the goal for the week? Can someone answer that? Is it possible?
No.
Definitely no.
Exactly. So these things are as simple as they get, and they're as complex as they can be. Meaning, if we fail in the little things, these things, there's no jazz, there's no juju, calabar, kokon, there's no witches and wizard anywhere. It's just us making efforts and being consistent. As if we can spend 10 hours in church, I don't see why we shouldn't spend 10 hours doing the things that will help us achieve our goals. And that's why you see that rich people are not necessarily religious people. They just follow certain principles and their lives are in order. I don't know why we as believers, we should do less. I don't think we should do less because we carry an extra grace, which is divine. We can't even explain that grace, but it's there. So yes, in conclusion, my thought is, show us the weekly activity that you will do, the habits that will help you stick to those activities. Habits such as studying for 30 minutes, right? If my goal is by Friday, I want to practice a full LSAT section, right? I cannot be sleeping Monday to Thursday and then wake up on Friday and jump on a 3-hour LSAT like prep. If I've done 30 minutes Monday, 30 minutes Tuesday, 30 minutes Wednesday, 30 minutes Thursday, 30 minutes Friday, if I put 30 minutes times 4, that's 2 hours. And I sit down on a Saturday or on it, and I do another 30 minutes on Friday, and I sit down on a Saturday, that's 2 hours, 30 minutes. I can actually finish a practice test in 3 hours. I mean, a full practice exercise that will last for 3 hours. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. So now the other thing is, what is that habit that okay. The other thing is, what is the habit that makes the real habit impossible? So the habit that makes the real habit impossible is maybe Netflix, maybe scrolling through social media, maybe scrolling through Instagram, maybe having long calls with family and friends. These things are good, but you can reduce them. One habit that I can give that made me, that affected my productivity last week was watching Netflix, because I felt that I have graduated, I have passed all exams, and hey, I can unwind. But I had fun in a stupid way, meaning that rather than spend time during the day after I've taken my nap and I'm probably having lunch or dinner to watch Netflix because I'm already eating and I can just goof while eating, I wasted like, I was watching Netflix around bedtime and I woke up late and I didn't get to do my exercise on time. I didn't get to do my LSAT prep on time. And that would affect the result by the end of the week. Shebi, I had the fun. Yes. But the main result, did I get to do it? No. So I think every day, in every activity that we engage in, ask yourself, which activity today will hurt my goal for the week? If it will hurt your goal for the week, must you do it? What will you gain? One of the things I used to do before is to post my daily workout video. And I realized that I spent like 3 hours or 2 hours posting content everywhere online. I said, well, I cannot come and kill myself. The people who need my service, they will find me. I don't have to be everywhere. Not like I'm not everywhere. But how can I be everywhere? By doing little and achieving more. And then I heard about Restream. I can go live on one platform and the video will be on other platforms. That's productivity, doing more and by doing less. Okay, I want to be able to still be online, right? I want to goof. I want to check Insta Blog Ninja. I want to check status updates. Okay. How about I put my phone, whether I'm using Samsung or iPhone, when I wake up, I set my phone on me mode or me time, meaning that for the next 5 hours, I will not go to certain social media platforms until I am done with my work. And I reward myself by goofing online when I've done the business of the day. And this is why I want you to do this. If you are trusting God to release abundance, you cannot be sleeping. Oh. So now there's something I tell myself every day as my way of checking in with myself. I say to God, I say, you know that I know you will punish me if I don't do my parts. And because I don't want you to punish me. And so, God, I am going to do my part this morning. And my part is to wake early. My part is to read. My part is to do this. I don't know how you're going to get me a full scholarship to study law in a country that is not my own, but I know my part. So now you are telling God to do that big thing. What is your part? 30 minutes, sit down. 40 minutes, 1 hour. Will you do it or not? If you don't do it, God won't do his or her part. So I wake up with that mindset and I feel like that is the bargain, that is like the 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 contract that I've entered with God. The way I said it
The
to God
deal.
is, I said it to God in a way that if I don't do my part, God, don't give me this. I don't deserve it. It's like a curse, right? But it's not a curse. It's just to put me on my toe. You know, we always do this thing with God when we say, God, if you give me a set of twins, I will do this and this, right? So enter that kind of divine covenant so that you know that you have no other choice but to do your part. And if it doesn't work out that way, even after you've done your part, well, God is still going to be God. Remember that. But you can't tell whether it will work out or not, except you do your part. I'm done talking, and I want to have any final feedback from everybody. Scholar David, I'm not sure I was able to. Let me try to make a quick comment on your document, Scholar David. That's the only one I have checked. So I made a comment already, but I want you to tell us concretely. You say you will read, 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 read. Don't just say read, read, read. Explain to us in concrete terms what are the activities that you will do for that week. Your goal is to pass your upcoming exam. Tell us when you'll be taking the exam. I plan to pass this exam, which I will take by this date, concretize. And the week one is I will do this. One, two, three. What are the habits? You would read for 4 hours and finish a diet per day. This is not possible. Let me not deceive you. Don't read 4 hours. You cannot do it. I'm not saying you cannot do it. I'm just saying let's break it down. Let's simplify things. Does that make sense? Let's start by saying, okay, on Monday, I would read for 30 minutes. Or if you say you read 4 hours per day, it is not possible that you have that flexibility that allows you to study 4 hours every day. You can choose a day or 2 days in a week when you know that you can actually have the 4 hour stretch. Therefore, on those other days, simply say that on Monday to Thursday, I will study for 30 minutes. At what time? Then on Friday, on Saturday and Sunday, I will study for 2 hours. At what time? And then we show us the result by the end of the week. In addition to that, what are the habits that will help you stick to those things? I will not be online between so hour and so hour. I will go to bed because I see you're always on my business. I will go to bed by this time and wake up by this time. The first 1 month, this month, you guys might not even achieve so much this month. But you see, you get used to it and your body would resist anything that would take you away from the vibration. Just like my body is resisting Coke. I can't take Coke. I can't even do without not taking fruits. I can't do without not eating those things. Now, if it can work for dieting, it can work for other habits. Like if I'm online and I've not done my work, my heart will be beating fast. When I shut down and say, you know what, I'm done. I'm leaving Instagram. I'm leaving these platforms. I feel better because my new vibration is resisting those things. That's the way it will feel. Someone who is in rehab, if you smell the smell of cocaine, you will resist it because you're fighting it, right? But someone who is not in rehab, I'm back cocaine so more like it will taste like shawarma now, because that's the vibration the person in. And we can change anything. If we don't want it, we can change it. But it takes time and we can start by doing little by little. Okay, I think I'm done. We kind of overstayed today because I wanted everybody to be on the same page and we're just getting used to this. But from next week, our 8 is 8 p.m. And don't just come for meetings. Now, the assignment today is what you have done last week that you did not complete, carry them into the new week and add some new task. Write some new habits for the new week. Write some new actions for the new week. And then show us your results as you go along. Don't just write, I did this. Put screenshots there. The good news is it's a private document and it's just we. And we all are accountable to each other. So when you are doing the progress, okay, during the week, go back to the document and show us the progress. In addition to that, other group members, check every other members section, drop comments. I liked on their work, and Google Doc allows you to put comments on other people's, ideas. If there's something the person has said that you don't understand, put a comment saying, can you kind of, briefly explain what you mean by this? And I want everybody to do the same thing for my section. I'm not island though. We're all learning from each other. And this moderation that I did this week, someone else is going to moderate next week. Another person will moderate the week after. Another person will moderate the week after, so that everybody's talking. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
Yes. Okay.
okay, so next week's scholar Sam is moderating, and next week's scholar Sam will nominate someone else that will moderate. So now we need to get something correct. Let's come correct next week. Everybody do your assignments. Your deadline is Monday. Let me give you guys till tomorrow noon. Moving forward, we'll not do that. From next week, we will do our assignment live when we come here live, because it is my belief that you have achieved the result during the week and you are going to set another task for another week come Sunday. But this week, do your submission by Monday, tomorrow latest. But from next week, you're doing your submission on Sunday for the new week. I believe that after your submission tomorrow, go to the document every day of the week. As you're making progress, be recording it. It will feel strange before, initially, but with time you get used to it. So that I think we can easily work on that, and I believe Scholar Sam will follow up with everybody. But the thing now is about the Zoom thing. I don't know, what are we going to do, people? Are we okay with still doing this on Sundays, or do we want to do this on Friday? If we will be doing this okay, you want to say something?
Sunday is okay, and I think I prefer this Zoom to the stream.
I know you will like Zoom. Why will you not like Zoom? It's you now, Scholar David. No, that's a lie. There are Nigerians on Restream here.
I don't know.
It's just you. Don't totalize. Speak for yourself. Oh yeah, for your so now we will continue to do Restream. Okay. I'm not saying I will shut Zoom. We will continue to give accommodation for Zoom people, but my preference is Restream. So if you see me paying attention on Restream, don't mind me. I'm just trying to use the platform that I've paid a lot of money for. But it's paid for. It's not free. I had to pay to be able to like have the platform, and I pay like $50. That's a lot of money. So, and again, the thing about Restream is it is my own. The Zoom is the university own. Okay. So now if the university tomorrow is saying that they are changing their accounts, or they cannot give me access to more than 1 hour, because if I graduate from UA, they might take some privileges away from me. Do you understand? So I might not be able to get on Restream. So on Zoom, so I'm telling you guys in advance the limitation of the Zoom for this university that I'm still in, which I'm graduating from, which I've graduated from, but they can't check out my every until I finally leave. So they might take away my privilege of doing a meeting on Zoom for more than 1 hour. But since Restream is my platform, I can do several hours. So my recommendation is try your best, okay, to try to get on Restream even from next week. If you're not able to, you can join. I'm trying to say that don't make Zoom your priority. Make Restream your priority. Yeah. And the reason is because I have a webinar coming up in June for scholars, and I'm not doing the webinar I'm not doing it on Zoom. I'm doing it on Restream. And the reason why I'm doing it on Restream is we're doing the webinar on our academy. That's the Facebook Academy. And the reason is because I want to build a community moving forward. It's going to be a crazily cheap, session. But I hate the fact that people would buy programs, they will buy book, they will do nothing. I'm so fucking angry. And so moving forward, I am tired of buy my book, do this. Don't buy anything from me. Use your $1 to join my community. And my goal is I want to make sure that through after this not paid, not free, but $1 training in June, let's have a place that all of us can converge. Whether I'm going to be meeting there, I hope to continue to do the session in that community on Friday. Why this accountability program thing? Those of them who are now in the community who then feel the need to be accountable or join what we're doing, they can meet with us in this close, thing on Sundays. But my loyalty to everybody in that community is to come there live on Restream every Friday. So I'm changing the format of my, clarity call to only focus on people who are looking to achieve something and who are in a community where you can always go back to whatever it is that we talked about. But all of those details, don't even worry about it. As they begin to unfold, you get to understand. For now, just do your assignment, and moving forward, we'll continue to accommodate Zoom. But like I said, once UA kicks me out of their old system, just know that Zoom is my place until further notice. I mean, know that Restream. I keep saying Zoom. Restream is going to be my place. Yeah.
Because you are joining me on the advocacy person.
And since if some people can get in, just begin to train your mind that it is possible for your network to be stable.
Okay.
So, and I think if others who are Nigeria can make it on Restream, you can try as well. Everything starts from the mind. So you do the do the mindset thing next week with Restream and see if it will be stable all through. Try.
I'm positive.
Yeah, so let's hope for the best as well. Any other question, final thought, concern?
I just want to
Okay.
say something, few things. I would like everybody that attended the meeting to send me a message on WhatsApp so
Okay.
I can actually remove those that didn't join from the group.
Did we all hear that?
Yes.
Scholar Shola and Scholar Miriam, did you hear? Did you hear what he said?
He said?
Did you guys hear what Scholar Sam said? He said,
I couldn't hear him clearly.
Okay, he said everyone who joined today's meeting should send him a private message so that he can take out those who did not join today's meeting. We gave an extension for this week that those who did not join last week can join this week. And if they don't join this week, we'll take them all out. So we focus on those who are here.
All right.
Does that make sense? Did you get that, Scholar Miriam? Okay.
So right.
I don't think Miriam is still on the group.
I'm in the group.
She's on Restream.
I put on my beauty.
She's here. Yeah. Okay, that's it, everyone. If there's any other thing, I'll tell Scholar Sam and he will get across to us.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. What were you saying, Scholar David? Anything else?
I was saying that I don't think she's on the group, but I noticed that I'm just checking on the Zoom. She may be on the Restream.
She's on Restream, yeah, actually. And I don't know if I'm not in the group, so you guys are any group. I don't want wala of WhatsApp. So I told Scholar Sam to just manage things and
the group is for Nigerians, though.
No, it's not for Nigerians. Oh, hold on. I'm still an African. And I want to ensure that for the next cohort, we spread our network and begin to create awareness so that we can have people from other parts of Africa join us. I have a lot of them on my contact. I think the awareness wasn't created properly. So we'll look at, I would private chat them and see how they can be a part of this. If not this, this month, maybe from next month. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
All right then. Please, Scholar Shola, you'll be our timekeeper from next week. We'll do 1 hour strictly. Just 1 hour, 8 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
You'll be our timekeeper next week. Yeah. So that we start learning discipline and focus on what matters.
All right.
Good night, everybody, and God bless you all. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.